Welcome to Tuscany, a land where time slows down and every corner reveals a new story. This is a place where the past and present dance together, from the iconic art of Florence to the peaceful vineyards of Chianti. Join us as we uncover Tuscany's must-visit spots and the experiences that truly define this incredible region. We begin our journey in Florence, the beating heart of the Renaissance. Florence isn't just a city, it's an open-air museum. Start your day at the Florence Cathedral, or as the locals call it, the Duomo. Its iconic dome, designed by Brunelleschi, was an architectural marvel of its time and offers panoramic views of the city if you're up for the climb. But Florence is more than just its skyline. The Uffizi Gallery is home to some of the most important works of art in the world. Here you can stand face to face with Botticelli's The Birth of Venus or Da Vinci's Annunciation. Every corner of this gallery tells a story of innovation, beauty, and genius. As the sun begins to set, make your way to the Ponte Vecchio, the oldest and most photographed bridge in the city. Once the home of butchers, it's now lined with jewelers and offers a stunning view over the Arno River. Florence is a city where history, art, and life blend seamlessly together, making it a must-visit destination. Next, we travel to Siena, a city that feels like stepping back in time to the Middle Ages. Siena is most famous for its Piazza del Campo, a shell-shaped square that serves as the city's gathering place. Twice a year, this piazza transforms into the site of the Palio, a historic horse race that's been thrilling locals and visitors alike since the 14th century. But the magic of Siena doesn't end there. The Siena Cathedral, or Duomo di Siena, is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. Its striking black and white striped marble facade is a symbol of the city's wealth and artistic heritage. Inside, you'll find intricate mosaics, sculptures by Michelangelo, and frescoes by Pinturicchio. For a deeper understanding of Siena's history, visit the Museo Civico, where you can see Ambrogio Lorenzetti's Allegory of Good and Bad Government, a fresco that offers a unique glimpse into medieval life. And don't forget to climb the Torre del Mangia for one of the most breathtaking views of Tuscany. Siena's rich history and vibrant traditions make it a destination that captures the imagination. Our journey continues to Pisa, a city synonymous with one of the most famous architectural blunders in history, the Leaning Tower. But there's so much more to Pisa than its famous tilt. The Leaning Tower, part of the Piazza dei Miracoli, was originally intended as a bell tower for the Pisa Cathedral. Its unintended lean, caused by unstable foundation soil, turned it into an iconic symbol of both resilience and beauty. The Piazza dei Miracoli itself is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most extraordinary architectural complexes in Italy. Here you'll also find the Pisa Cathedral, a stunning example of Romanesque architecture with its richly decorated facade and intricate mosaics. The baptistry, with its unique blend of Romanesque and Gothic styles, is the largest in Italy and offers acoustics so perfect that even a whisper can be heard across the entire space. While in Pisa, take some time to explore the lesser-known parts of the city, stroll along the Arno River, visit the Botanical Gardens, one of the oldest in Europe, or discover the rich history of the city at the Museo dell'Opera del Duomo. Pisa is a city that surprises at every turn, offering much more than just a leaning tower. San Gimignano, often referred to as the medieval Manhattan, is our next stop. This small hilltop town is famous for its skyline, dominated by 14 towers that have stood the test of time. These towers, built by wealthy families in the 12th and 13th centuries, were symbols of power and prestige. Today, they offer a glimpse into the town's rich history and provide stunning views of the surrounding Tuscany countryside. As you wander through the cobblestone streets, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. Visit the Collegiate Church of San Gimignano to see its beautiful frescoes depicting scenes from the Old and New Testaments. The church's interior is a testament to the town's artistic heritage, with works by some of the most important painters of the time. No visit to San Gimignano is complete without tasting its famous Vernaccia wine. This crisp white wine has been produced in the region since the 13th century and is the perfect accompaniment to a meal in one of the town's traditional trattorias. As the sun sets over the vineyards, you'll understand why San Gimignano is considered one of Tuscany's most enchanting destinations. The next stop, Luca, a city that's often described as Tuscany's best-kept secret. Luca is unique in that it's completely surrounded by intact Renaissance walls, which have been turned into a tree-lined promenade. Renting a bike and cycling around these walls is one of the best ways to get a feel for the city and take in panoramic views of its historic center. Luca's charm lies in its blend of Roman, medieval, and Renaissance architecture. The city is dotted with beautiful churches like the Romanesque San Michele and Foro, built on the site of the ancient Roman Forum. Another must-see is the Luca Cathedral, which houses the revered relic of the Holy Face, a wooden crucifix believed to have been carved by Nicodemus, a contemporary of Christ. Luca is also known for its vibrant cultural scene. It's the birthplace of the famous composer Giacomo Puccini, and you can visit his childhood home, now a museum dedicated to his life and works. After a day of exploring, relax in one of the city's bustling piazzas with a glass of local wine and soak in the atmosphere. Luca is a city that invites you to slow down and enjoy the simple pleasures of Tuscany life. Our next destination is Cortona, a charming hilltop town that offers a perfect blend of history, culture, and breathtaking views. As one of the oldest towns in Tuscany, dating back to the Etruscan era, Cortona is steeped in history. Begin your visit by exploring the ancient city walls, which have stood since the 5th century BC, and then make your way to the town's center, where narrow cobblestone streets are lined with medieval and Renaissance buildings. A must-see in Cortona is the Diocesan Museum, home to the famous Annunciation by Fra Angelico, a masterpiece of Renaissance art. The museum also houses an impressive collection of medieval and Renaissance paintings, making it a cultural gem in this small town. After soaking in the art, head to the Piazza della Repubblica, the heart of Cortona, where you can enjoy a coffee while watching the world go by. For those looking to connect with nature, a hike up to the Basilica of Santa Margherita is a must. The basilica, perched high above the town, offers panoramic views of the Val di Chiana and Lake Trasimeno. As you explore Cortona, you'll understand why this town inspired the book and film Under the Tuscany Sun. Its timeless beauty and serene atmosphere make it a perfect escape in the heart of Tuscany. Next, we arrive in Montepulciano, a town that's as famous for its wine as it is for its stunning Renaissance architecture. Situated on a limestone ridge, Montepulciano offers sweeping views of the surrounding vineyards and the Val d'Orcia, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The town itself is a maze of narrow streets that lead up to the grand Piazza Grande, where you'll find some of the finest examples of Renaissance architecture in Tuscany. One of the highlights of Montepulciano is the Palazzo Comunale, whose design was inspired by Florence's Palazzo Vecchio. Climb the tower for a breathtaking view that stretches across the Tuscany countryside all the way to Mount Amiata. The square is also home to the Duomo, which houses a triptych by Taddeo di Bartolo and is a must-visit for art lovers. But Montepulciano is perhaps best known for its wine, particularly the Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. Take a tour of one of the town's historic wine cellars, some of which date back to the Etruscan period, and enjoy a tasting of this world-renowned red wine. Pair your wine with a meal at a local trattoria, where you can savor traditional Tuscany dishes made with fresh local ingredients. Montepulciano is a place where history, art, and the pleasures of the table come together in perfect harmony. Volterra is a town that wears its ancient history on its sleeve. Perched on a high plateau, surrounded by steep cliffs and rolling hills, Volterra has been inhabited since the Etruscan era, and it's a place where the past feels very much alive. Start your visit at the Porta all'Arco, an ancient Etruscan gate that has stood for over 2,000 years, and then explore the town's rich archaeological heritage. The Etruscan Museum of Volterra is one of the most important in Italy, with a vast collection of artifacts that tell the story of this ancient civilization. From intricately carved funerary urns to bronze statues, the museum offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of the Etruscans. Outside the town walls, you'll find the Roman Theater, one of the best preserved in Italy, where you can almost hear the echoes of ancient performances. Volterra is also famous for its alabaster, a translucent stone that has been quarried in the region for centuries. Visit one of the local workshops to see artisans at work, crafting everything from delicate figurines to ornate lamps. As you wander through the narrow streets, you'll discover medieval buildings, hidden courtyards, and breathtaking views over the surrounding countryside. For a truly unique experience, visit Volterra's Medici Fortress, which now houses a maximum security prison. The prison hosts an annual theater production, with inmates as the actors, offering a powerful and moving experience. Volterra's blend of history, culture, and dramatic landscapes makes it a destination like no other. Pienza, often referred to as the ideal city of the Renaissance. Pienza was designed by Pope Pius II in the 15th century as a model of what an ideal Renaissance town should be. Its harmonious architecture, combined with its stunning location in the heart of the Val d'Orcia, makes Pienza a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most picturesque towns in Tuscany. Start your visit at the Piazza Pio Cecco, the town's central square, which is surrounded by some of the finest examples of Renaissance architecture. The Pienza Cathedral, with its elegant facade and bright, airy interior, is a masterpiece of early Renaissance design. The square is also home to the Palazzo Piccolomini, the Pope's former residence, where you can visit the beautiful gardens with their panoramic views over the Val d'Orcia. Pienza is also famous for its pecorino cheese, a delicious sheep's milk cheese that is produced locally. Visit one of the town's many cheese shops to sample different varieties, from the fresh, creamy pecorino to the aged, more robust versions. Pair it with a glass of local wine and you have the perfect Tuscany snack. As you explore Pienza, take some time to wander through the town's narrow streets, which offer breathtaking views over the rolling hills of the Val d'Orcia. This landscape, with its cypress trees, golden fields, and winding roads, has inspired artists for centuries and is the quintessential image of Tuscany. Pienza is a place where history, art, and nature come together in perfect harmony, making it a must-visit on any journey through Tuscany. Our journey continues to Arezzo, a city rich in history and art, yet often overlooked by travelers. Arezzo was once one of the most important cities in Tuscany, and its historic center still reflects its former glory. Start your visit in the Piazza Grande, one of Italy's most beautiful squares, known for its sloping shape and mix of architectural styles. Twice a year, this square hosts the Giostra del Saracino, a medieval jousting tournament that brings the city's past to life. Arezzo is also home to some of the most important frescoes in Italy, found in the Basilica of San Francesco. Here you can marvel at Piero della Francesca's Legend of the True Cross, a masterpiece of Renaissance art that tells a complex story through vivid and detailed scenes. The frescoes are a testament to the artistic heritage that flourished in Arezzo during the Renaissance. As you explore the city, be sure to visit the Roman amphitheater, a reminder of Arezzo's ancient past, and the Casa Vasari, the former home of the artist Giorgio Vasari, which is now a museum showcasing his works and those of his contemporaries. Arezzo is also known for its vibrant antique market, held on the first weekend of every month, where you can find everything from vintage jewelry to classic furniture. Arezzo's blend of history, art, and local charm makes it a must-visit destination in Tuscany. Next, we head to Montalcino, a hilltop town that's synonymous with one of Italy's most prestigious wines, Brunello di Montalcino. Perched on a hill surrounded by vineyards, Montalcino offers stunning views of the Val d'Orcia, a landscape so beautiful it's been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The town itself is a maze of narrow streets and historic buildings dominated by the imposing 14th century fortress. The fortress is a great place to start your visit, offering panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. Within its walls, you'll find a wine shop where you can taste some of the best Brunello wines. Brunello di Montalcino is made from Sangiovese grapes and is known for its rich, complex flavors and excellent aging potential. Take a tour of one of the local wineries to learn about the winemaking process and enjoy a tasting in a picturesque setting. Montalcino is also home to the beautiful Abbey of Sant'Antimo, a short drive from the town. This Romanesque abbey, surrounded by olive groves and vineyards, is a peaceful retreat where you can hear Gregorian chants performed by the resident monks. The combination of history, wine, and breathtaking scenery makes Montalcino a must-visit for any lover of Tuscany. Our next stop takes us off the mainland to Elba Island, the largest island in the Tuscany archipelago and a place of stunning natural beauty. Elba is perhaps best known as the place where Napoleon Bonaparte was exiled in 1814, and his legacy can still be felt here. Start your visit in the town of Portoferraio, where you can explore Napoleon's residences, including the Villa dei Mulini, which offers a fascinating glimpse into his life on the island. But Elba is more than just history. It's a paradise for nature lovers and those looking to relax by the sea. The island boasts over 150 beaches, ranging from sandy shores to hidden coves with crystal clear waters. Head to Spiaggia di Sansone, one of the island's most beautiful beaches, with its white pebbles and turquoise waters, perfect for swimming and snorkeling. For a bit of adventure, take a hike up Monte Capan, the highest peak on the island, where you'll be rewarded with panoramic views that stretch all the way to the mainland. Elba is also famous for its wine, particularly the sweet Aleatico, which pairs perfectly with the island's seafood cuisine. Whether you're exploring its rich history or simply soaking up the sun, Elba Island offers a unique and unforgettable experience in Tuscany. Pitigliano, often referred to as Little Jerusalem, is our next destination, and it's one of the most picturesque towns in Tuscany. Built on a dramatic tufa cliff, Pitigliano seems to rise out of the rock itself, with its labyrinth of narrow streets and stone houses clinging to the edge of the cliffs. The town's unique location and stunning views make it a must-visit for anyone exploring southern Tuscany. Pitigliano's history is as fascinating as its appearance. The town has been inhabited since Etruscan times, and you can still explore the ancient Etruscan caves and tombs that are carved into the cliffs below the town. Pitigliano also has a rich Jewish heritage, earning it the nickname Little Jerusalem. Visit the Jewish Quarter to see the synagogue and the Jewish Museum, which offer insight into the town's once thriving Jewish community. Take a stroll through the town's medieval streets, where you'll find charming piazzas, historic churches, and artisan shops selling local crafts and delicacies. Don't miss the chance to try the local wine, Bianco di Pitigliano, which pairs perfectly with the region's traditional dishes. As you explore Pitigliano, you'll discover a town where history, culture, and stunning natural beauty come together in perfect harmony.